What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Philly the Fourth. I'm here with you after a close Bulls loss. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the things that led up to that loss, including a close fourth quarter, but the Bulls came up just a little bit short. But first, as we know, as always, the Bulls, man, they're right there. They're right there, but they just can't seem to break through. And I don't know what to say, you guys. I mean, it's tough. It's really tough. The Bulls, you know, all game long they were pushing right up against that wall. I mean, they were leading at halftime by one, and they just couldn't seem to break through. It's been tough. It's been a tough 9-game stretch for the Bulls. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's starting to wear on me a little bit. It's tough. It's not easy to hang through all this losing, to watch bad basketball. Tonight wasn't bad basketball by the Bulls. You'd like to see them a couple of times late. I don't love like Okoro drives to the basket, gets it ripped from him. Someone else drives the basket. I think it was Dillingham, gets it ripped from him. Those plays are frustrating. I thought that we had chances late. Matas, Stacey King said it best. You got to hit those shots if you're Matas. He had 2 threes, and then Josh Giddey had a third three. All of them missed. And you need your 2 biggest players in those moments to hit those shots. Matas will grow. Matas will hit that shot eventually, but not tonight. Tonight he did not, and the Bulls quickly fell behind after that, and it was a free throw shooting contest after that, and it was game over. I don't love, like, at the end there, we were down by 4, I believe, and Josh Giddey went to the rack. No, I think it was 6. It was 6. Josh Giddey went to the rim. I guess he was trying to get fouled. Dude, we needed a 3 there, period. That's a play I don't like from Giddey. There's times to play that free throw game. I thought that we had already passed up that time, if you ask me. So, trying to pull up the ESPN box score here. If you guys have any comments, let me know, and I'll pull them up for you. But otherwise, I'm going to make this a fairly quick post-game show because I don't think we need to talk about this any more than necessary. All right, here we go. So, box score from tonight, we got Gershon Yabusele, who started off the game really hot, had 3 threes, I believe, in the first quarter. If not, it was the first half. He had 11 points. He was 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown, 13 rebounds, which is awesome. There was a stretch where he had 2 rebounds in 3 straight games. He's not doing that anymore. I'd love to see that from Yabusele. I'm glad that he's getting in there, getting them boards. I will say I would like to see Nick Richards start at the center, not Yabusele. But that's just me. I believe that we need Richards' defense. I just think he adds a little bit more than Yabusele does. Clearly, Billy doesn't feel the same way, but Yabusele did only have a -1 tonight. He played good when he was out there, so good for him. I know that he probably wanted some payback on the Knicks for having him on the team, and they let him go. Jalen Smith had 12 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal. Jalen Smith played pretty good for the first half, and then he went out with a calf injury. I'll tell you what, for anyone that was listening to the game commentary, I'm sorry that I'm going to repeat myself right now, but what the hell is going on? I'm sorry, I'm going to repeat what was said on the game commentary. What the hell is going on with these soft tissue injuries? Like, it's getting egregious. The amount of soft tissue injuries that are happening right now around the NBA, and particularly what we've dealt with this year on the Bulls, is nuts. It's crazy. Like, there's no reason that these players are getting injured with their soft tissue this often. It's frustrating, man. Jalen Smith can't seem to go 5 games without getting himself injured. What whatever is happening, Adam Silver and the rest of the league, they need to address this because it's making for bad basketball. That's why I fight against tanking because nobody wants to watch bad basketball. But I'm gonna watch the Bulls anyways because that's my team. That's how it works, right? I watch my favorite team play basketball, even when they suck, even right now. And Jalen Smith going out every 5 games doesn't make for a better product. It makes for a worse product. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to disagree with you here, Phil. By the way, great name, by the way, and it's hard to disagree, but I don't think that they actually tanked. Like, I mean, Giddey and Matas just missed shots at the end. I thought that they played hard. If Jalen Smith isn't actually injured, then that's a take job. But otherwise, the players aren't tanking, guys. Like, they just didn't play well at the end, and it didn't happen. New York is considerably more talented than we are, so it's really not that. It's not that the loss hurts. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. I'm frustrated by Jalen Smith's injury. I'm frustrated for Matas because I know that he would have liked to hit those shots late, but it didn't happen. Shit happens. So, um, yeah, these soft tissue different. Yeah, man. I don't know if it's that they don't stretch enough, they're not practicing enough. That was Stacey King's theory that they're not practicing enough. It's something because, like Stacey said, like they didn't used to have all these soft tissue injuries. Like it's crazy, man. They did it. Whatever is happening with the NBA, and they're always trying to add more, add more, add more. Let's maybe we'll do overseas teams. No, if all this stuff that is already happening is only going to get worse. If you add on more games or you add on an overseas team, that's only going to get worse. Don't make it harder on the players. You know, give them more practices, stretch the season out a little further so that they can get more practices in. That's the answer, in my opinion. Like, or at least try and do that. Like, trying to force more and more onto the players. Look, man, they're already not built like they were used to be built back in the day. Like, we're already way softer than we used to be back in the day. Guys cry when they get a little touchy touch on their arm. So the last thing that we need is them to have more on their plate, in my opinion. But it is a valid concern, though, Phil, and I'm very concerned about it. It's annoying. So Isaac Okoro, he went 4-10 from the field, 3-7 from downtown, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. He was a -15. I got to Okoro. I got to tell you guys, I am tired of seeing Isaac Okoro on my basketball team. 4-10 from the field, man. Okoro doesn't need 10 shots. Like, people say his defense. I used to say his defense is why he's on the court. Is it? Because the team, he had a -15 out there tonight. He was the worst on the team. I don't always think that plus minus is indicative of performance, but I just don't know if he's really offering that much to the team. Sometimes it feels like he's a negative, man, especially to be playing 33 minutes. I just don't think he needs to have that many minutes, but that's just me. Matas Buzelis, see, like Matas has 26 minutes. Why? Why does he only have 26? He had 3 fouls. No reason for Matas to only have 26 minutes, man. He should have 35 minutes a game. I'm sorry. He just should. Like, yeah, I know. I don't mean to piss off Right Said Fred if he ever sees this. Or sorry, I said Right Said Fred. See Red Fred. I think I got my my Freds mixed up there, but I see Red Fred loves Okoro for anybody who knows him, but yeah, I like that Rob Dillingham's getting minutes. To me, give the young guys minutes. We're obviously not winning nothing this year. We're garbage, right? We've been garbage since we made the trade. There's no chemistry on this team. Billy doesn't know what he's doing with the rotations. We're folding it in, man. So yeah, we're competing and tanking at the same time, I guess. Like, they're fighting out there. They're definitely fighting, but they have no chemistry and they don't have time to build it. Like, people underestimate how much chemistry matters in the NBA. It does. And this team doesn't have any anymore. Like, Trading away half the roster obliterated the chemistry. These guys are not playing together. They're not cutting off of each other. It's just tough. So overall, it's not what you want to see. Anyone that's joining me on X, I hope that if you like the show, please do come and join me on YouTube and subscribe at Chicago Bulls Breeze. I'm here every day doing Bulls content. I know I haven't been daily lately. I am moving back to that as of today. So you got my word on that. But anyways, let's go back through all of these stats. We got, so Matas, I didn't do his stats. He had 15 points, 4-12 from the field, 3-9 from downtown, 4-5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, and 3 turnovers. 0 assists bothers me with Matas. Matas looks like he's being told what to do, and he's trying to follow it, and he doesn't look free. This does not look like the Matas that I know and love. There's something going on with him. And I don't know if it's the coaches are in his ear. I don't know if it's his own, like, if he's in his own head. I don't know. But what I do know is that Matas doesn't look like he's playing natural, free-flowing basketball. Not in my opinion, right? Like, he just looks like he's second-guessing himself all the time out there. He's not, like, dude, take a strong take to the rim. Every time he decides to get right to the rack, it seems like he gets what he wants. But he also isn't getting foul calls out there. So, like, you got to be strong with with your takes, Matas. You got to go straight to the rack. You got to be strong with the ball. Because if they're not going to give you the foul call, you're just going to turn it over if you're not strong with the ball. I want to see him do that move more where he comes over the top. But, I feel like he just doesn't get enough opportunities. Like, I want him to have more than 12 shots. He led the team with 12 shots tonight. But 9 of them were 3-pointers. So he took 3 2-pointers. 3 2-pointers. Why? That shouldn't happen. I'm fine with 9 3-pointers as long as he's got 9 2-pointers to go with him. Screw what Billy says. I almost said something else. Screw what Billy says about the mid-range, Matas. Shoot that. Make him take you out. If he's going to pull you for that, the fans are going to revolt. Or they're going to, speak up eventually. I don't know, man. I want to see Matas start to take control and do what he does best on the court. The fact that his mid-range has been taken away by Billy Donovan pisses me off to no end. It's crazy. Let's see. Oh, no, you're good. What's up, Sammy? It's good to see you, bro. I don't know. Maybe it might be this a little bit, but I feel like there's still buckets that he's leaving out there. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like he's getting locked. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like he's getting locked down. I feel like he's just not. He doesn't look sure of himself. I don't know. There's rumors that Billy's going to be fired or resign. Really? Yeah, I agree with you on this, Sammy. I think it's Billy. I think it's Billy that's holding him back. I'm tired of seeing it. I haven't heard any rumors that he is going to be fired or resign. I hope that that's the case. What I think is most likely, if he's not going to be the coach, is I think he's going to get promoted. I think he's going to get promoted to the front office, and then we're going to find a new head coach. I hope that that's what we do. I don't care about Billy in the front office, whatever. Billy, I'm sure Billy can, evaluate players. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is Billy and his rotations. That's what bothers me. Billy and him telling guys that they can't take mid-range jump shots. That's what bothers me. Everything else with Billy, Billy's not a good guy. And I think that he knows basketball. But I don't think that he's the right head coach for this basketball team, if that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, going back through all these guys, Josh Giddey looks really bad offensively right now. But he's also not given much of a leash. He's got 23 minutes. He had 6 points, 2 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from downtown, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals. He's not comfortable at all. He does not look comfortable out there. Something happened. I wish that we had the Josh back from the first 7 games of the season. I don't think he's going to, I don't know. He hasn't fully, recovered from that injury, or he hasn't fully gotten back from it. I don't know. All I know is that this is not Josh Giddey at his max power. Josh Giddey is much better than this. So it's a shame because he was having a career year before he had that injury, and then we traded away everybody. And a guy like Josh Giddey, he needs to be, in tune with the rest of the team because he's at his best when he's helping set up their game. When he's not, when he doesn't have any chemistry with the guys he's playing with, I think it's having an effect on him because he's not able to really play naturally. He's not able to play his best basketball. That and then his offensive game just looks a step behind right now. It just does. So it's a shame. I feel for Josh, but he's probably going to need to get to the summer before he can find himself again. It's going to be a rough 20 game. What we got? 25 more games. Rough 25 game stretch there for Josh Giddey coming up. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Josh looks like he's still hurt. I don't know if I want to see him shut it down. I don't know about that. Because I think you still want to try and build like chemistry with him, and well, now our new guards aren't even here, so I don't know, man. I don't know what the answer is. I gotta be honest. It's gonna be tough for me throughout the rest of the season to try, because I like to judge basketball when I feel like the organization is trying, and this is really really tough for me because I don't think we are, and so I gotta try and judge whatever the hell is going on here. I could judge it, but it's not going to be like, who cares? They're not trying. I don't know, man. Patrick Williams has 10 points, 1 rebound, 8 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block in 28 minutes of time. He had a +6 on the court, but like Patrick Williams, again, is just, I don't know. He drives me nuts. He wasn't bad, I guess. He had 8 assists, which is actually incredible. That's really good for Patrick Williams. But, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Again, this is where I'm at, Phil, because I wanted him to get chemistry with those guys, but now they're not there. So it's like, I guess he can build chemistry with Sexton, but Sexton's not even playing. He's got 12 minutes tonight. 12. Like, okay. I don't know. And Sexton arguably probably was our best player in the fourth quarter or close to it. I think it was the fourth quarter where he hit the 2 big threes. But he had 12 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from downtown, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 steals. Sexton, I mean, I feel bad for him. He's not getting minutes. I don't know what to say about it. To be honest, I don't know what I'd rather see. We're quickly running out of players here. And like, I'm at this point, it's just like, I don't need to see guys like Trey Jones. I don't. Trey Jones, I know what he is. I almost, and I don't want to say sit him, but I kind of want to say sit him because like, I'd rather see those minutes go to Sexton and see what he can be in this system. We know what Trey Jones is, and if we're not gonna try to win, then we might as well just play Colin Sexton and see what he's got. I guess. I don't know, man. It's frustrating for me, guys. I'm going to struggle through the end of the season. These guys, Sexton can't get minutes. You got Buzelis, who's getting less minutes than Patrick Williams. I mean, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? Nick Richards, 9 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from three-point land, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 13 rebounds for Nick Richards. Love that. 3 turnovers, 1 block. Nick Richards is awesome. He's a breath of fresh air. And if you ask me, he should be starting over Yabusele. Or start them together and put Matas at the 3 and take a Okoro out of my starting lineup, for God's sakes. I'd rather see that. Then we got Rob Dillingham, who honestly, he played pretty decent tonight, but he had some moments where he was a little bit out of control, plays a little bit too fast sometimes. But in 24 minutes, he had 8 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals. And you know what? He was a +9. It's actually been a consistent theme for Rob Dillingham, and I'm going to see if it happened yesterday. I don't think it happened yesterday, but I'm going to find out for you guys real quick. he has been a plus most nights that he's played for us. And it's going to get, you know, that's actually pretty notable if you ask me. Just because, I mean, it's just it's fun to watch him do well, but also we have so many guards. Where does Rob Dillingham fit in the future? Where does he fit in on this lineup moving forward? Like right now, when he plays, it's usually with Trey Jones, which usually doesn't make sense in my mind. We can't have two guys that small out there. Like I feel like that makes us way too small. He was a -4 yesterday, but he only had 8 minutes. So overall, um, just a really tough game, guys. I don't know how what to really say other than that. Like the Bulls were in control. They were playing pretty well all game. They gave themselves a shot at the end. Matas and Giddey missed the shots that mattered. They're still very young players, but those are shots that they have to hit. Like I know there's a lot of people that are happy that they didn't hit them in Bulls Nation. So I guess to all of you, you won. For me, I know that the loss actually helps. I know that it doesn't hurt, but I'm just frustrated, you guys, because one, I'm frustrated by all the stupid soft tissue injuries in the NBA. And the NBA needs to stop caring about more games and start caring on about getting the players that matter in more games. Because all these guys are missing games with injury now, and it's crazy. Like playing an 82 game season didn't used to feel like it was a big deal. Now, if you play 82 games, holy shit, you are an Iron Man. You are basically a god. How did you make it through all 82 games? I'm being sarcastic because it's crazy. Like we ask guys to play 82 game seasons, but they can't get they're lucky if they get 70 in. I mean, at what point is it too much, man? But anyways, yeah, Sexton, I mean, yeah, yeah, this is where I'm at. Like I'd like to see Sexton play because I think he's at least going to score for you. This team feels like it's so hard to score. And that's where like playing Dillingham and Trey Jones together, man, pick one or the other, if you ask me, and give the rest of the minutes to Sexton. Like I'd rather have Sexton get Trey Jones's minutes and Trey Jones get 12. That's not fair to Trey Jones. Trey Jones has earned more minutes. He has. But it's not about winning anymore. It's about seeing what we got. Winning went out the door. It should be about development. Like the young guys should be getting most of the minutes, I guess. So, I mean, Trey Jones or Colin Sexton, who cares? Either one of them. Rob Dillingham needs to keep getting this many minutes. Matas needs more minutes. I guess you could say Gershon Yabusele. You could play him more. I mean, I don't know. Like Jalen Smith went out again. I'm frustrated. I don't know. At this point, like I'd be down to pull Mac McClung up from the friggin' G League and give him 20 shots and see if he can score. I'm joking. But right now the Windy City Bulls are actually a little bit more fun to watch play than the Chicago Bulls, and that's a problem. Maybe it's because they don't have the expectations or there's not as much writing on their games. So you just feel like you're watching them for free. Like you don't care either way. But watching Yuki and Mac McClung is a lot of fun. They play a very fun style of basketball, and they lead to a lot of buckets. Sometimes watching the Bulls right now is so frustrating. Everything feels like it's so hard. Nothing feels like it comes easy. So it's tough, man. How long do I think Jalen Smith will be out for? I think that Jalen Smith is probably going to be out for at least 2 weeks. If it's a right calf strain or left calf strain, that's what they said, a calf strain. Probably at least 2 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3 or 4 because at this point, they're being extremely ginger with those things. I mean, the last time we had a calf strain, I mean, Kobe was still dealing with a calf strain when he got traded from here, and he had one when we started the season. So it's like, I don't know, man. Um, I think at this point we're kind of just gonna ride with what we got, guys. I mean, Lachlan Olbrich is probably going to get the minutes that Jalen Smith just was getting. And if we need a guard to play, it's going to be Mac or Yuki. That's going to be it. We don't need a guard to play, so they're not going to play. But like, it's rough, guys. Be prepared to end this season on a historic losing spree, because it's not going to get better before it gets worse. It might get worse. In fact, it probably will. I hate to be a negative person. Everyone that knows me knows I'm not a negative person. But that's exactly what's staring at us right now, guys. We don't have a lot of hope left on this roster because everybody who did offer any kind of hope got hurt. Like Anthony Simons, him being out is a killer. He was literally the hope on the roster because it was Ivy and Simons. As far as the new guys, right? Like you could have at least sold hope that one of those guys was going to be a future star for the Bulls. And now they're both out. And you can't sell that at all. Jaden Ivey is a heartbreaker, man. I haven't said it on camera since he's been announced as being injured. And since before he went on camera and said he wasn't the same Jaden Ivey anymore. He said the old Jaden Ivey is dead. My brother, I know they didn't teach you that at Purdue. I know that they did not teach you to quit. Like, you cannot talk like that. You cannot be like that. I get what you're trying to say, I think. You're trying to say that, like, you're trying to become a new version of yourself now. But, like, that right there shows me you're already doubting yourself in your head. And that's going to lead to nothing but bad things on the basketball court. Basketball is all about belief in yourself. And you're operating with none. It's sad. You're better than that, Jaden Ivey. I know you are. But, you know, I don't know. Overall, you guys, the rest of the season is going to be a chore. And we have to make the best out of it. We need Giddey. Giddey needs to play better. But he still looks hurt to me. Matas played okay tonight, but Matas, you got to hit those big shots. You got to hit those big shots, brother. Like, Matas was uneven tonight, but if he hits those 2 threes late and we win, this game looks totally different to everybody. So, Matas, that's the kind of hope that you have in your hand, dude. If you would have hit 2 threes at the end of this game, I would have maybe been jacked up talking about the Bulls they're not going to go out without a fight, this and that. It's clear that they fought. I'm not saying that they went out without a fight, but they went out with a bit of a whimper at the end there, especially because they had control, and then they let go of it pretty quickly. The Bulls play again on Tuesday against the Hornets. That's not an easy game. The Hornets very well might come in here and bitch smack us. You got to be ready for that, Chicago. The Hornets are no longer a pushover, so they've got players. And I think that'll be Kobe. Has Kobe White been playing? I haven't been paying attention. Let me see. It looks like he has not been playing. That's good. I'm being sarcastic. Yeah, no, it looks like he has not been playing for them at all. One thing I will say to Chicago Bulls fans, everybody was mad about the second round picks. When you watch us against the Hornets on Tuesday, let me give you an example of why second round picks can matter. Ryan Kalkbrenner is starting at center for them. Everybody made fun of me when he was coming out of the draft because he's a tall, lanky white kid with not much athleticism. And I said that he should be picked up by the Bulls. I said this because that dude blocks shots. I had some people laugh at me. A few people told me that I knew ball. Well, he's starting at center for the Hornets now. He was a second round pick. Top of the second round in like the first 10 picks. And so This dude, you're not breaking any news. I was literally just talking about that. Good one though. He just popped into the chat and thought that he was going to be cute. Anyways, Ryan Kalkbrenner is starting at center for the Hornets, and so he was a second round pick. He's a great example of getting of there still being value in those picks at the top half. So I would encourage you guys to watch him, and then that's why having all the second round picks that we have could pay off if you can get a guy like Ryan Kalkbrenner in the second round in one of those drafts. So shut up. Shut up. You're not saying anything that nobody knows, that nobody doesn't know, Mike. You're not breaking news, buddy. Anyways, yeah, I don't trust him either, dude. But we gotta just be honest with ourselves. Like, that's what we gotta live with. Like, I understand everybody's like concerns about that, but the reason I don't talk about Acme is because I know that they're not going anywhere. If I felt like that there was even a chance that someone was going to come in instead of them, I would talk about it. I just don't think that it's going to happen. So I try to concern myself with things that I believe will happen or have a chance to happen. So at the end of the day, right now we're riding on Matas, Buzelis, and Josh Giddey. We need more. We got to hope that they get it right. That's where we're at right now. I know that it kind of sucks, but yeah, no. I mean, I think eventually, yeah, right, in like a few years or something. But Acme just got an extension, and so did Billy, for that matter. That's why I don't think Billy's going to get fired. If anything, he goes up to the front office. But Billy's on the longest losing streak of his career. This is the longest losing streak since January of 2019. So hang in there, Bulls fans. We'll get through it together. You're like a broken record, Mike. This is literally what we've all said. Bulls fans are saying it. You think that I love when dudes come in here, they think that they're stunting on somebody. When we're saying this ourselves, you're not cute. You're stating the obvious. Go home. Go to bed. Your parents are gonna get mad at you, kid. Anyways, that's going to be it for my show tonight, you guys. I apologize for the somber tone. It's just a bummer of a game and a bummer of a situation that the Bulls are in. I'm going to start figuring out a different way to talk about this team so that, I'm not just bringing you guys really negative content, because that's not how I do these things. So until next time, my friends, my name is Philly the Fourth, Philip Charles Vanderhayden the Fourth, with you on Chicago Bulls Breeze. If you're here with me on X, please do come over to the YouTube channel, leave a like, leave a sub if you dug the show. I promise that I am more positive than this, but unfortunately that this is where we're at tonight. So, oh, Ficky, I hate you. I hate you so much. You know what? I'll accept this from you, Ficky, but why don't you tell your buddy Mike S. or whoever this guy is to go to bed? His parents are going to get really upset with him. But Ficky is my dude, but screw you, Fick. All right, man. Yeah, life goes on. I know. We're going to be okay. We've got building blocks here, man. But it's a bummer. Anyways, I'm going to get off for the night. You guys, appreciate everyone that was here with me. Until next time, as always, long live the Chicago Bulls, I guess. But long live you, Breeze Nation. See red, baby. Just not tonight.